If you can no longer achieve erections like you used to, the problem might not be where you think it is. Over the past 10 years, I have treated hundreds of men over 60 who came to my office feeling incapable, lost, and ashamed. Most of them were making the same mistake, blaming their age when the real culprit was silent, invisible, and working from the inside. Because what destroys erections is not the passing of time, it's the blood that has stopped circulating properly. And once you understand this, once you learn how to reopen those blocked pathways, everything comes back. The firmness, the sensation, the confidence, sometimes even stronger than you remembered. The most surprising part, for many of my patients, is that the solution often starts with something so simple that almost no one believes it at first. 4 common fruits you probably already have at home right now. I am Dr. Natalia Castro, and I'm going to explain this to you with complete clarity. These 4 fruits act directly on the microscopic blood vessels in the penis, the same ones that begin to clog years before any other symptoms appear. When these vessels become blocked, no matter how much you want it or how hard you try, without proper blood flow, there is no erection. But there is a way back, and it doesn't involve pills, injections, or surgery. It goes through what you eat. When you clear those tiny arteries and reactivate circulation exactly where it matters most, the body responds quickly, naturally, and without side effects. Some men notice changes in days, others in weeks, and one of these fruits works so fast that you can feel results in less than half an hour. Before I reveal which fruits they are and how they work, I want you to understand one thing. What is happening to you is not normal just because it's common among other men. It is not inevitable, and it is definitely not irreversible. I have seen men aged 70, 75, even 82 recover firm, complete erections without ever taking a single blue pill. So if you're feeling like a failure, avoiding intimacy, or afraid to try again and fail, I need you to know there is real, science-based hope and real results. You'll understand all of this in the next few minutes. But first, let me tell you something almost no doctor explains. When a man loses the ability to have firm erections, the body isn't just signaling age, it's sounding a much more serious alarm. The arteries in the penis are the smallest in the human body, less than 2 millimeters in diameter. So when circulation starts to decline, when plaque, inflammation, and blood sugar begin clogging the vessels, these tiny arteries are the first to become blocked, long before the heart, the brain, or any major symptoms appear. This means erectile difficulties are not the end. They are the beginning. It's your body warning you that something bigger is happening inside. If you ignore this warning and assume it's just part of aging, the same problems blocking circulation in the penis will eventually block larger, more dangerous arteries, and the consequences can become serious. But here's the good news. If the problem is circulation, then improving circulation can reverse it. And that's exactly where these 4 fruits come in. Each one works in a different way to open those pathways, clear the arteries, and restore blood flow where you need it most. When the blood flows strongly again and those tiny vessels fill completely, erections return, firm, lasting, natural. Just as you remember, and in some cases, even better. Let's get straight to the point. The first fruit is so powerful that many urologists call it nature's Viagra, and it's not an exaggeration. Clinical studies have proven it can measurably improve erection quality. Best of all, you don't need a prescription. You can start today. The first fruit is pomegranate. The reason it works so well is pure chemistry. Pomegranate is loaded with an antioxidant called punicalagin, which increases nitric oxide levels in the body. Nitric oxide is the chemical signal that relaxes blood vessels, opens arteries, and allows blood to flow at full strength. Without enough nitric oxide, no matter how aroused you are, the blood simply won't reach where it needs to go. But when you consume pomegranate regularly and supply the body with these powerful antioxidants, nitric oxide levels rise, arteries relax, blood flow increases, and erections return. One of my patients, I'll call him Roberto, was 65 and hadn't had a complete erection in over a year. He came to my office devastated, convinced he would never experience true intimacy again. We discussed medication, but he didn't want it because he feared the side effects. So I suggested he start drinking 1 glass of pure pomegranate juice every day. No sugar, just the fruit. 3 weeks later, he returned, and the look on his face said everything. "Dr. Natalia, it works. I didn't believe it at first, but it works." And he wasn't just talking about erections. He felt more energetic, alert, and present. Pomegranate doesn't just improve penile circulation, it improves circulation throughout the body: heart, brain, muscles, everything. One important detail: pomegranate also has proven benefits for prostate health. So if you're dealing with urinary issues, waking up multiple times at night, or noticing a weaker stream, this fruit can help both problems at once. You can consume it as pure juice, fresh seeds, or blend it into smoothies. The key is to keep it natural. No boxed juice full of sugar. The purer it is, the better the results. But pomegranate is just the beginning. The next fruit works even faster. It contains a specific amino acid that the body converts directly into fuel for circulation. When eaten at the right time, especially at night, the effects can start in under 30 minutes. The second fruit is watermelon. If you think watermelon is just water and sugar, you're completely mistaken. Watermelon contains one of the most powerful natural compounds for erections: citrulline. When you eat watermelon, citrulline is converted into arginine, which in turn boosts nitric oxide production. The same mechanism used by erectile dysfunction medications, only natural, with no prescription, no side effects, no headaches, dizziness, or blurred vision. Just results. Citrulline also improves overall circulation, lowers blood pressure, and increases physical stamina. I had a retired police officer patient who started eating watermelon every day before bed. He told me, "Doctor, I thought it was nonsense, but within 2 weeks I already felt a difference, not just in bed, but in energy, disposition, even sleep quality." When the body is well oxygenated and blood circulates properly, everything works better. There's a right way to consume watermelon for maximum effect. Prefer the whole fruit over juice. Eat it at night, a few hours before bed. Include the white part near the rind. That's where citrulline is most concentrated. Most people throw away the most powerful part. If you don't like the taste, blend it with lemon and a little ginger. It tastes great and works even better. Watermelon alone makes a big difference, but when combined with the next fruit, the effect multiplies. This third fruit contains a rare antioxidant so potent that it not only improves circulation, but also naturally boosts testosterone. It's a small fruit you've probably eaten thousands of times, but once you understand its power, you'll never look at it the same way. The third fruit is dark grapes. Their secret lies in a compound called Resveratrol, which works on 3 fronts at once. It relaxes blood vessels and improves blood flow. It reduces chronic inflammation that damages arteries over the years. It supports natural testosterone production. So you're not just improving circulation, you're attacking the problem from all sides. I had a 71-year-old patient, married for nearly 50 years, who felt completely drained. No energy, desire, or motivation. He thought it was the end. But when we investigated, we found low testosterone and poor circulation. Among other adjustments, I asked him to eat a small handful of dark grapes every day. A month later, he returned lighter, more present, more himself. Lab tests confirmed improvements in testosterone and inflammatory markers. Resveratrol works gradually but deeply. It's not instant, it's a steady rebuild. The longer you maintain the habit, the stronger the results. Eat them fresh, frozen as a dessert, or added to salads. They must be dark grapes. Green ones don't have the same resveratrol concentration. The darker the skin, the better. Now we come to the fourth fruit, probably the most common of all. You likely have it in your kitchen right now. Many people eat it for breakfast without realizing the good it's doing. This fruit acts as a natural artery cleanser. It reduces inflammation, strengthens blood vessel walls, and improves arterial flexibility. When arteries become more flexible, blood flows better. Simple as that. The fourth fruits are citrus. Oranges, lemons, grapefruit, tangerines. They are rich in powerful flavonoids, especially one called hesperidin, which strengthens blood vessels from the inside out. It's crucial because simply opening vessels isn't enough if they remain weak, inflamed, or damaged. You need to rebuild the structure. Citrus fruits do exactly that. reduce oxidative stress, lower blood pressure, and improve arterial elasticity, all at once. I always tell my patients, your arteries are like garden hoses. If they're clogged, water can't flow. But if they're stiff, cracked, or damaged, even if you unclog them, the flow remains weak. You need both cleaning and flexibility, and citrus delivers both. One of my long-term patients, a retired engineer, drank a glass of fresh orange juice every day. Pure, no sugar, no concentrate. At 68, his circulation was that of someone 10 years younger. It wasn't luck, it was habit. The best way to consume citrus. Prefer the whole fruit over just juice. You get the fiber that helps control blood sugar. If drinking juice, make it fresh and drink it immediately. To boost the effect even more, add a little ginger or turmeric. Their anti-inflammatory properties complement citrus perfectly. To recap, pomegranate boosts nitric oxide. Watermelon provides citrulline. Dark grapes, resveratrol and testosterone support. Citrus cleans and strengthens arteries. 4 fruits, 4 mechanisms, 1 goal. Restore blood flow where you need it most. When you combine them and consume them regularly, you're not just improving erections, you're protecting your heart, brain, energy, and mood. You're rebuilding overall health. But here's the full truth. The fruits alone already make a big difference. If you want to maximize results and recover full function as quickly as possible, combine them with a few simple habits. No gym marathons or extreme diets, just small adjustments any man can make that multiply everything we've discussed. Movement. Walk 20 minutes a day. It forces the heart to pump faster, expands blood vessels, and activates circulation naturally. Hydration. Most men over 60 are chronically dehydrated without realizing it. Blood is 90% water. If you don't drink enough, it becomes thick and slow. Drink several glasses throughout the day. Sleep. Aim for at least 7 hours. Poor sleep sabotages testosterone and circulation. If you snore heavily or suspect sleep apnea, see a specialist. Cut the artery destroyers. Processed meats, fried foods, and excess alcohol inflame arteries and build plaque. You don't need perfection, just consistency. 5 simple actions. Nothing extreme, nothing impossible, just discipline and consistency. If you take this seriously, within a few weeks, you'll start feeling the difference. It's not a magic promise, it's biology. The body responds to what it has needed for years. How long it takes varies. Some men notice changes in days, others in weeks or months. Every body and lifestyle is different. But one thing is certain. If you don't start, nothing will change. If you keep eating poorly, staying sedentary, dehydrated, and sleeping badly, in 6 months, you'll be worse. Not the same, worse. But if you start today and take care of your body with the seriousness it deserves, in 6 months, you could be completely transformed. With firm erections, high energy, renewed confidence, active intimacy, and a quality of life you thought was gone forever. I've seen it happen hundreds of times in men in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. Men who had lost all hope and now live better than they did in their 50s. So don't give up. Don't accept that this is just how it is. You haven't lost your function forever. It's just blocked. And blockages can be cleared. Circulation can be restored. Health can be recovered. All you need to do is start. It doesn't have to be perfect or radical, just today. Buy a pomegranate, a watermelon, some dark grapes. Start with what you can, but start. If this made sense to you and you finally understand what's happening in your body, subscribe to the channel. Here I share clear, science-based information designed especially for men over 60 who want to live with health, energy, and dignity. And tell me in the comments which of these fruits you'll try first. I'll be reading them, because you're not alone in this, and you're not too old. You just didn't have the right information until now. Now you do. The rest is up to you.